ticket because of construction that was going on, and I didn't agree to those court costs. I just was assessed with them. The agreement that I made was that all charges were going to be dismissed against me, but when I got to...
Batiste, you got to get up, get to the microphone, hold up, Judge. So, and say it again, because we can't hear you, okay?
I said, the same thing happened to me as far as with the tickets. I never agreed to paying court costs. It was dismissed, and I didn't understand how I still had to pay $140 in court costs.
Now, this is what I'll say, and we can pull the docket. If that happened, and I'll be bold enough to say you are probably the 1% that could have ever happened to, because that just doesn't happen. If it's dismissed, and I'm sure there's some people in here who've had cases dismissed, it's dismissed. But if there's a dismissal with cost, and if it said that, or if in haste you didn't, and I would say what you could easily do, because we are proud to service you. You can come tomorrow, bailiff Sanders will pull your file.
It's been so long ago, but it was just funny to me that.
What year was it? During my term too?
Yeah, I think you were the
but I'll tell you this, and if you're interested, because it is important, you know, those files are kept. So I mean, we don't throw them away. I would, if you ever get a chance, I would ask you to come down and take a look at it, because I could almost, you know, if I had to guarantee something, I would guarantee that, because that's just that's how it's done. If it's dismissed, there are no costs. A dismissal is similar to a not guilty.
Okay.
So, for instance, if you go to trial and it says you did X, Y, and Z, and I find you not guilty, there are no fines or costs at all. So I would love to look at your file and see what happened and make sure everything was on the up and up. Okay. But I'd hang my hat on it, but you know, you never know. But I would love to see that. Absolutely.
Okay.
Councilman.
My question is, first of all, thank you for your presentation. If you be quiet.
Omaze, out of respect, because there's a lot of people here, but you just go to the mic and only take, come this one if you want to, so everyone can hear you. Because I know you have something very important to say.
All the time.
Right?
First of all, I appreciate your presentation. It was well, you spoke very well in reference to what Dr. King stood for, and I'm sure he certainly would say the same identical thing if he was present here today with us. And I hope it just, not all our leaders being here that lead to have heard what you have said. And I've said many times too that Dr. King has turned over in his grave if this is what, you know, he died for as a result of what we are doing today. And we forget the struggle. We forget the blood. And I don't want to start talking about that because I could talk all day. But my question in reference to the tickets, and I think some of you getting them mixed up, the camera tickets does not go before the judge. He has absolutely nothing to do with that. That's dealt with another entity. He does have something to do with tickets given to you by the police. So get them straight, because what have you. Then he does have something to do with that, and then you can refute that with the police, and the police have to prove, you know, those things. But I'm not going to try to judge. The judge will speak on that. But anyway, we have two tickets issued in the city. One by the camera, and they, you know, people sending that out, and ones by the police. Those are the ones that will go on your license. You get points for, you know, running the red light or whatever the case may be if a police issue a ticket. But you do not get that from the camera. If the camera, you get a camera ticket. So that's what I wanted to say, and I just wanted to compliment Judge Dawson on his presentation in reference to Dr. King and our leaders today, because they do leave a lot to be desired.
Last quick thing, as you know, or if you remember, at the court every Monday night at 5:30, not this Monday obviously because of the holiday, but every Monday night at 5:30 we have a workshop where we're dealing with how to avoid negative interaction with the legal system, how to empower yourself, how to use emotional intelligence. We've been doing this since I got on the bench. And every now and then I'll get some people from the community to come and check it out. You're always invited. It's always a great time. You'll kind of hear some of the issues in East Cleveland. And the last thing I want to mention, Art McCoy's organization, Ernest Smith's organization, I take my hat off to you, because what happens is, in my previous statement, is we need them as much as we need what I try to do. So I try to do it on the empowerment end, but we need these brothers and sisters who are on the front lines, who are taking it to the legislators and letting them know that the injustice won't be tolerated. So I've had the chance to work with them too, but that's my point. We all need to work together, and we all need to do our part. Thank you.
We have a